Yeah. What's up? This is Rose Train, and I'm doing a review for Euphoria, season 3, episode 4. Kitty likes to dance. Now, I'm not gonna be on there long. I'm coming up with a little cold or something like that, but I'm let me get to it. Right, so y'all heard the news that before HBO is planning on putting up a fourth season of Euphoria. So, and Sam Levinson, though, he has no plans on doing a fourth season because we thought that. And then Zendaya said that she was not interested because she wanted to move on. However, on the HBO website, they're saying that the Euphoria season finale is May 31st. Now, they're planning on a season 4 because based on the numbers and stuff like that, it's still a hit with the viewers. And then I know viewers are complaining, and then I was gonna ask you, what are your thoughts of season 4 of Euphoria? Right? I don't know. I mean, you love it or you hate it. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, and I'm in my opinion, I would like to see a fourth season of Euphoria because I want to see more chaos and all that other shit going on around here, though, right? And I'm gonna see if they do anything creative or some shit like that, some hilarious shit like that. So anyway, let me go get to the episode, all right? So we pick up where we left off at. You see Rue is being arrested by the DEA, and she's taken into the station, fingerprinting and all that shit, and the mugshot. And next thing you know, that a couple of these detectives, though, they say they be lying to her, saying that they asked her if she was in Mexico, and she denies that she don't know where Mexico is. And then next thing you know, they said that they don't have a picture of Mexico, but they lied. They see her is they have a picture of her in Mexico with this Spanish dude who's like the cartel dude. And the detectives, though, they gave her an option. And they're telling her that she's going to be doing 20 years for drug trafficking and all that shit, though. Or they could have her wear a wire, be a snitch. So anyway, Rue was like narrated saying, and that is how I became a snitch. So guess what? She's cooperating with the authorities, and then they tap her phone. They put an app on her phone, put wire. They want to find out about Alamo and all that shit. So, excuse me. Anyway, Rue's there at the strip club, and he's there with Alamo. No, Adebisi and Dwayne Wayne. And then next thing you know is that at that time, they hired this new stripper called Kitty. It's this white girl and all that stuff, though. And somehow, they're going to take advantage of Kitty. And then, I mean, just sitting there. And then, sometimes, Alamo and, Adebisi from Oz is happy that, the bishop killed a bird. That's the guy with the afro and the tails and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, later on, they have the card game, and you got the Adebisi, Dwayne Wayne, and Marshawn Lynch, and Bishop, the guy from The Wire. They play, and then you got like Rules there playing, and she's just talking shit, trying to drop shit about the strip club and Lori, stuff like that, and that makes Adebisi suspicious. So Adebisi becomes suspicious because he sees Rue sweating and all that stuff, and then Rue says that she's been using it again. And then next thing you know is that Adebisi's threatening her, saying she's going to kill her black ass. And, all right, anyway, moving on right now, we go to Cassie and Maddie, right? So it's the aftermath, as Nate is sitting on the couch, and he got his toe back sewed on. And he says that he tells Cassie it's like a reckoning and all that shit and all that stuff, though. Like it's like a sign and all that stuff. However, though, Cassie asked him how much does he owe the guy. He told him like $500,000, or did he say million or something like that, though? So anyway, guess who comes to the rescue? It's Maddie, right? So Caddy is just fed up with Nate. She just fed up with Nate. So she packed her bags, move out, and started going with Cassie. And then next thing you know is that Maddie's giving Cassie over a makeover. All right, and she looking like Cassie looking like Oklahoma again. I mean, she got all glammed up and shit like that, like she's a Marilyn Monroe and shit like that going on around here. So anyway, however, though, that Cassie crashes in at Lexi's apartment, and next thing you know, that Maddie is like doing Maddie is Maddie is making photos of Cassie, and they got the windblower and stuff like that though. And next thing you know, Root comes by and asks Maddie for drugs, and Lexi be hearing all about this because I mean she be like judging them and stuff like that. Like, you're all crazy. Yo, shut up, Lexi. I mean, she's Mrs. Goody Two Shoes and shit like that. So anyway, and then you got the windblower. I mean, you got like Cassie doing like Marilyn Monroe, like I want to be sexy. But what Cassie's doing right now, she wants all the attention and all that stuff. And check this out, Cassie is pawn her ring, got money, and moved into the apartment, a new apartment, which is right across from Lexi's. So no, oh my goodness. I mean, she is done with Nate. I mean, what happened in the previous episode? She is done with Nate, and she's on her own and stuff like that, though. Now, speaking of Lexi, let's get to Lexi and Jules. All right, so Lexi calls Jules, saying that she had given her opportunity to work with the TV producer, TV showrunner for this nighttime drama and all that stuff, though. In other words, Lexi wanted Cassie to pay like a background thing, something like that, though. No. Lexi wanted Jules to do some put a background scene for some series. Next thing you know what Jules did? She did like a painting with chicks with dicks. And you know what? I mean, Sharon Stone, she doesn't like it. And yo, it's crazy, yo. Anyway, Sharon Stone and and all the other producers and the others, like they've told Jules just that's against standards and practices because this is a network show, and Jules has no problem with that. So they suggested that they should paint it up with some dresses or skirts or blankets or something like that, though. But however, though, this fat lady says, forget it, though. We're going to remove the stage for next week's show. And next thing you know, later, Sharon Stone calls Lexi in the office, telling her that that's a waste of money and all this stuff. I mean, and then she doesn't appreciate, and then Sharon Stone tells Lexi that she doesn't appreciate what Jules was doing. And then Sharon Stone blamed her for mess ups. And listen, it wasn't Lexi's fault, though. Lexi didn't know that Jules was going to create something that's graphic or lewd or something like that, though. I mean, Lexi should tell Jules, to paint something else. And Sharon Stone didn't like that, I mean, she was like, that's a waste of money and stuff like that. And it cost like $500,000 that we got to. And then Lexi was like hurt about that, though. And she was like, I'm not going to do it again. I mean, how can you blame Lexi for some shit she didn't do? I mean, she wasn't aware that Jules was going to paint something that's lewd and stuff like that. I mean, and speaking of Jules, though, she ruined the painting by splashing red and yellow. Like, she was like angry. Like, she took offense by that. I mean, Jules has something to express herself and all that stuff. But so, however, though, Sharon Stone and the people, though, they are like, this is a network show. That's against standards and practices. I mean, Jules would have apologized, but I mean, Jules got that emotional thing and like going on. So, yeah. Now we go to Nate right now. I mean, he's struggling, and then he was at this hearing, and then he wanted to get a motion, something like that, just to make the property and stuff like that. And then the guy was like, no, motion denied. And then Nate starts begging, like, please, though. I mean, I need to get this money. I gotta get this little residential area on the ground. And then he's just begging him, and then I know they're not buying it. So I mean, Nate's life is over at this point. I mean, he owes this loan shark a lot of money and shit like that. And then he's deep in debt. I mean, now he can't even get the loan. He can't get the money. I mean, Nate is messed up. I mean, he's trying. I know that Jacob Elordi is trying to do like an Oscar-winning performance and stuff like that. Or so. All right, so now we go back to let me see. We go Maddie and Cassie. So Maddie is setting Cassie up, to hook up with this guy who's throwing a party, stuff like that, though. And then Maddie gives her words of wisdom, saying that you could be beach sexy and you could, but don't have sex with him. In other words, Maddie's telling her just take advantage of him and stuff like that, and some shit. I mean, she's trying to put her in with the OnlyFans and all that shit, something like that, saying that just tease him and then knock him out, don't have sex with him and all that stuff. So anyway, Cassie's dancing with this chick. Turns out to be Caitlyn, and Caitlyn, she used to work with Maddie and stuff like that, though. And then, you see Cassie kissing Caitlyn, and then next thing you know, this dude, he invites him up to their room where they doing lines of powder. Should I say that? Anyway, so, and then next thing you know is that he's trying to seduce Cassie, and then Cassie was interested in taking to some below, and then next thing you know, she snorts the substance up. And then for a moment, though, she was about to have a medical episode. But then she was like, smiles like, wow! She gets so damn excited. Next thing you know, this guy was supposed to have sex with Cassie. But Maddie comes in and stops her. And she was like, yo. She comes in here with the cameraman. And Cassie was like, hi, it's just me, Cassie. I'm a brand. Oh, my goodness. Man, Maddie is like a boss bitch, excuse my language. So anyway, let's go back to Rue. And we know Kitty, she's being taken advantage of because after she dances, though, she is set up with guys, and this guy with his friend, this guy with his friends. Next thing you know, that she's snoring it up, and then she's having sex with this dude. I mean, shit like that. And then even though, meanwhile, Moo is watching it through the surveillance camera, like shit like that. I mean, I don't know, she has a feeling that this is not good or something like that, though. And next thing you know, that the Dwayne Wade comes in and is like, everything all right? And then she like, and then next thing you know, I mean, she was interrupted by Dwayne Wayne and shit like that, though. But I mean, Kitty has been taken advantage of, man. And next thing you know is that she has to go outside. Rue has to go outside and realize that she left her damn phone. But before that, it's just like, before that was happening, Rue goes to check on Kitty and asks if she's all right, though. Because, I mean, she's concerned about her because she don't want to be worried about, she's worried about her because she means that she don't want to end up like Angel or something like that, though. And even though Kitty was like, I like to dance. But guess what? Rosalia overhears a conversation from the bathroom stall. She's coming out whistling and shit like that. And, yo, Rosalia's a snitch. And, the next thing you know is that, my goodness, Rue, her dumbass, left her phone inside the place. And next thing you know is that Rosalia and Dwayne Wade, they discover that Rue is snitching on them. So, and next thing you know is that Rue and Rosalia get into like a little fight and shit like that, though. And somehow it just turned out that she gets interrupted by the DEA people saying that you've been compromised because Rosalia snitched on her and shit like that, though. And then next thing you know, this Dwayne Wade was like, we need to talk. And then Rosalia and Rue go at it fighting, shit like that. And then when this happening, a couple of these assholes with Obama masks, they stormed in asking Dwayne Wade to where the safe is. And Dwayne Wade was trying to stack up saying, do you know you'd be robbing, something like that. Next thing you know is that they put a gun to Zendaya and Rue and Rosalia's head and shit like that, though. And shit, and next thing you know is that they done click. They don't get shot. But, these damn guys, these Obama dudes, though, they shot Dwayne Wade in the damn stomach. Ah! And then Dwayne tells him that the money's in the safe, and then he gets oh my goodness, they just shot Dwayne Wayne and shit like that. But anyway, the Obama robbers got away with the money, and they got on the truck with the getaway driver. But Rue, however, though, she catches them on surveillance video, and they see the getaway driver. They zoom in, and it's Faye. Oh my goodness! I mean, Faye is dead right now. I mean, Lori sent her goons, trying to rob the place and shit like that. So the war is escalating and shit like that right now. And Faye, she dead. She about to be dead though. It's war is it's war right now. I mean, shit. I don't know how it's gonna turn up, but I'm gonna say Euphoria is gonna feel like Euphoria again. So shit like that. A wild episode. Dwayne Wade got shot, and Rue almost lost her life. I mean, exposed as a damn snitch. Damn. And Cassie just being Cassie, getting all the attention. So that's what she wants, though. And I know Cassie's being used, Kitty being used. It's just like, I'm gonna tell you, Adebisi and Dwayne Wade are a bunch of scumbags. It's a different world we all come from. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. So I'll see you. I'm back next time.